Good evening, everybody. A warm welcome to this first part of the press conference with RB Leipzig after the match against Manchester City here. Our head coach Marco Rose is here for you, and first of all, Marco Rose, I'd like to ask you for your summary on the match. Well, this is an evening where you might as well start out with your questions rather than me speak, but anyway, I think it was a totally deserved victory for Manchester City, and the end line that this result is heavily disappointing for us. I think there were two major points that were crucial in terms of the result. The first thing was that City was just so good out of possession, so that meant that during the whole 90 minutes they had exercised so much pressure on us, meaning that we didn't find enough good solutions. And the second thing is quite simply our behaviour with set pieces, be it the first ball or the second ball, the lack of attention. I think we conceded 3 goals after corners, 1 after a penalty. I think it's just too much then, basically. Congratulations, of course, Manchester City, for your deserved progression to the next round. We will continue on Saturday. We're flying back home tomorrow. We'll have to work through a few things after tonight. And then on Saturday we're back in the Bundesliga. And of course we've got goals there as well that we're going to tackle. Okay, your questions now, please. Yvonne, Gabriel, Bild. So as a coach, what do you think after a match like this? Do you think you should have pointed out the odd thing a bit more, or can't you just say it like this? No, you can say it. Of course, as a coach, you kind of think about certain things, and one thing's clear as well. This is my responsibility as well, to find solutions when we're in possession, and we just didn't have enough good solutions today that we found when we were in possession. So it's my responsibility as well. But at the end of the day, I've known this business long enough. And no, this is an extremely bitter defeat. No one needs this, but it just happens. This happens, and it's all about reacting appropriately now. This kind of heavy defeat can trigger things as well, and mainly for us it should trigger something that we learn the lessons and then become motivated and focused on the next task, because the Champions League is over for this season anyway for us. Hallo Marco, Beileid zum Verlust, zur Niederlage.
Obviously you know him well. Special night for him. I know it's not the focus for you, but yeah, what can you say about him?
We met us yesterday here, so I said everything about what he did tonight. He had a great night. He was so hungry, and yeah. He scored goals with the foot, he scored goals with the head, he won second balls, he made deep runs, so it looked really simple tonight, and I think he took the ball from the referee. It means it was a special night for him in terms of scoring and his performance, of course. Congratulations to Erling.
Seems like City is not a bad match after all, maybe.
Again?
It seems like Manchester City is not a bad match for him after all.
That's what I said yesterday.
Herr Rose, ich weiß, dass der Elfmeter kein...
I know that the penalty will not have been a major contributing factor to the scoreline of 7-0, but still, what's your assessment of that decision by the referee, and then that check against Konrad Laimer and the free kick for Manchester City? I think today and now isn't the right time to talk about this. To be honest with you, we lost by 7 goals. Manchester City progressed to the next round. It was really deserved. I don't think we need to talk about the referee. I think it's more important to focus on ourselves, the things that we should have done better at this kind of level today. And I think there's an awful lot of that to look at, and that's what we should focus on first and foremost. And we shouldn't really look at the referee's decisions. Today is really about our performance, but I have to repeat it's also about the opponent's performance. That was just an incredible performance. They didn't allow us to control the game at all. At no stage of the game were we allowed to do that. So I've got to say, the bottom line is it was really disappointing for us, but they really deserved it. After this kind of defeat, what do you do? Do you speak to the players? Does it make sense to speak to the players, or is it just better to give them their own time for a while? We will definitely continue talking to each other. I think that's really important. But today, each and every one of us, each of the lads, is just really gutted by the extent of this defeat, the way this all happened. And today is just a day where I will, leave them be for a while. But we will all be together again tomorrow. We're staying for another night. We're going to fly back home tomorrow. And I will say it again, Saturday, things continue. We will need new energy then. That's really important. It's important not just to, focus on self-pity or just extreme criticism. We know what didn't work well today, yes, and that's not the way we normally want to present ourselves. So, and on Saturday we've got the opportunity again to do things better. That's the good thing about football. Within short time we can do that. That's our task basically. Mr. Rosa. This was the second German defeat on English soil within 1 week. And it was deserved on both occasions. What does that tell you about the quality of the Bundesliga compared with the Premier League? Well, that's the kind of issue I don't really like as a topic. If we go into the next round, then suddenly the Bundesliga is the best. If Bundesliga teams qualify, everybody says that the Bundesliga is great and whatever, and then you're kicked out, and it's the opposite. I don't know. We came here, we had ambitions, we had a lot of intention, and somehow not a lot of came out of this. That has to be said clearly. But the opponent we were facing, that is someone of extraordinary quality from 1 to 16. But we still wanted to present ourselves differently today. We were also thinking that we might have certain abilities the way that the game might have gone, but still we have to concede that it simply wasn't enough today. But then to say straight away, the Bundesliga can be compared with the Premier League like this, I think it's very difficult to compare the leagues. The structures are different in the leagues. There are different financial aspects to be considered in the different leagues. There are just so many differences between these leagues. So within the Bundesliga, we should just focus on ourselves. We still have Bayern Munich, who might continue to play in the Champions League. They might kick out an English team, so then all of a sudden the Bundesliga will be top again if Bayern manage to do that. Okay, I'd like to thank you. I wish you a great evening and see you soon. Ciao.